Today we say the meter bridge, construction and working of meter bridge. What is the principle behind the meter bridge and what is the relation between meter bridge and Wheatstone's bridge? See, we follow the things one by one. Yesterday in Wheatstone's bridge we have taken four resistors, namely PQRS, and finally we got the relation P by Q is equal to R by S. P by Q is equal to R by S. If four resistors are given, if you know three resistors value, the fourth value, if you don't know the resistors unknown resistance, then by using the three resistors value, the unknown value we can find out by using the relation P by Q is equal to R by S. So based on this principle, now we can see the construction and working of meter bridge. First, we know the difference between this Wheatstone's bridge and meter bridge. In Wheatstone's bridge, the fixed resistance values are given, then one unknown resistance value we can find out by using the relation P by Q is equal to R by S, but where the resistance values are fixed. But in case of meter bridge, we can vary the resistance value by using 1 meter manganese wire. So that is the reason this meter bridge is more accurate than Wheatstone's bridge. Now, practical point of view, this meter bridge is so important. In PUC second year practicals, 3 practicals are based on this meter bridge. So that is the reason this meter bridge is very important. Now see the first construction, then later we see the working of meter bridge. See, in meter bridge, it consists of 3 metallic copper strips, thick metallic copper strips. In that one, 2 L-shaped copper strips and 1 copper strip which is placed between those 2 L-shaped thick copper strips. These copper strips are thick because it offers very low resistance. Now the center one is also thick. Now this is the first copper strip, this is the second copper strip. Between these two, one more copper strip is placed. Now because of here 2 gaps are forming. This gap we call it as a gap 1 and this gap we call it as a gap 2. In this gap I connected one unknown resistance, namely P, because our aim is to find the resistance of this value P only. In the gap 2, this gap 2, I connected one resistance box or no resistance. Now here the point A and B, here I connected 1 meter manganese wire. Why particularly manganese is preferred? Because manganese is independent of temperature quotient, because whether the temperature increases or decreases, the resistance value won't change. That is the reason the manganese is preferable. So that is the reason here the 1 meter manganese wire is made up of manganese, 1 meter wire is made up of manganese. So that is the reason manganese wire is preferred, because it is independent of temperature quotient. Now between here, this one here, I connected one galvanometer through the jockey J. Again, between point A and B, we have to connect one battery with plug key. So this is the circuit connections of this meter bridge. Now how it is working? So once again we see, in Wheatstone's bridge we got the relation P by Q is equal to R by S. P by Q is equal to R by S. P, Q, R, S are 4 resistors and we placed in a cyclic order. Finally we got the relation P by Q is equal to R by S. By using that simple formula, now we can apply that formula for this meter bridge also. See, first after making the connections, unknown resistance value, known resistance and 1 meter manganese wire. After making connections, now first we have to press and this point A and B is connected to battery along with one plug key. Then before going to take the observation, first we have to check we have to press the jockey at endpoints of A and B. If you press at point A, the galvanometer shows deflection in one direction. If you press the jockey at other end, the deflection must be opposite, and in such a way then circuit connections are made correct. If it is showing the same directions, once again you have to check the connections. Now here we see, this is one unknown resistor, this is no resistor, and this 1 meter manganese wire behaves like a 2 more resistors, that is R and S. Now After pressing the jockey at different points on the magnetic wire, where the galvanometer is showing null deflection, if it is showing null deflection means then the total bridge is said to be balanced, and the balancing condition, the current passing through the galvanometer is 0, then this between point A to J, this length it is behaves like a R, and the remaining length behaves like a S. That means the total 1 meter magnetic wire is divided into two parts. One part is L, another part is 100 minus L, and the resistor R is proportional to L, and the resistance S is behaves like a 100 minus L, and if these are related like this, the resistance R is proportional to L, and the resistance S is proportional to 100 minus L. That means the R and S are proportional to L and 100 minus L. And again the P resistance value, this value is unknown value, already we have to find out, and the known resistance value Q we can find. We already it is fixed resistance. Now we know the formula from the resistance bridge, that is P by Q is equal to R by S. The P value, unknown value we have to find out. So P by Q is equal to R value, I already said it is L, and S value 100 minus L. If it is cross multiplied, and finally we got P is equal to Q into L by 100 minus L. So by using this formula, the unknown resistance value we can find out by using meter bridge. So once again, I'm recollecting all those things. See, meter bridge based on the principle of Wheatstone's bridge. What is the principle of Wheatstone's bridge? If the four resistors are taken systematically cyclic order, then P by Q is equal to R by S. But the difference between meter bridge and Wheatstone's bridge is, in Wheatstone's bridge the resistance values are fixed. In meter bridge the resistance values we can vary. That is the reason meter bridge you can get a more accurate value than this Wheatstone's bridge. Now see the construction. Here I have taken two L-shaped copper strips with one more strip. Two gaps are formed. In gap 1 unknown resistance is connected, in gap 2 known resistance is connected, and here 1 meter magnetic wire is there. From the magnetic wire I connected one battery and one plug key. This is P, this is Q, and this 1 meter magnetic wire is behaves like a R and S, and we already know this resistor R is directly proportional to L, and resistance S is directly proportional to 100 minus L, and we know the relation P by Q is equal to R by S, and P by Q is equal to, in place of R I can take L by 100 minus L. After cross multiplying we get P is equal to Q into L by 100 minus L. So that is the reason the meter bridge is more accurate than Wheatstone's bridge.